What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Cruisin the Planets. And it's looking blue because Ali has a yellow jacket on. Today we're going to be talking about the golden question. Since I was in middle school, I used to get made fun of because I had one of these. They're called Androids. But since middle school, they've increased in value. They've increased in quality. But the question is Apple still on top? Has Apple always been on top? Is Apple better than Android, or is Android better than Apple? And is Android always better than Apple? And yeah, that's the question. We have two Apple users here, me and Aaliyah, and then we have one droid in the back who texts green. He has green text. So, I didn't. You're right. Go ahead. Now you can talk. It looks so high on that. Like,
I tried to.
Super high chair.
An 8th.
There you go. Before we start roasting Dylan, my fault, Dalton. I'm sure Dylan has one too.
Dylan does not.
Oh, okay. Would you like to say anything, Dalton, before we? Maybe if I had your mic on.
Closer.
Say it again.
I chose this phone. I like this phone.
Okay. Y'all didn't hear Dylan beforehand, but yeah,
Dalton.
Oh, my fault, Dalton. Dilly Dalton. But yeah, he says, you say you like your phone?
I do.
I like your phone too. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm thinking about switching to Android because of your phone.
It is a cool phone. I liked Androids before this phone too. This phone's just.
So you had an Android before that phone?
Mm-hmm.
What Android did you have before that phone? What phone do you have, first of all?
This is the Galaxy Razr 2024. I think it's the one that bends in half.
I thought that was the Moto.
Or not Galaxy. Yeah. Moto Razr.
That
was your first phone?
No, this was not my first. My
Let me show
first
you
was
guys.
like some like.
Oh wait, you have a Moto right now?
Yeah.
I thought you had the same flip.
No, I wanted to, but it was like $100 more expensive, and it has a smaller outside screen. There's a big notch here.
This is the phone that he has, guys, and this is one actually I wanted to get. So yeah. This is can you see?
I don't have the screen up over here.
Go ahead and turn it on. I'm pretty sure this is it. Kind of a really cool phone. Like,
Let's pull the crazy pack.
I'm gonna put
They're all like crazy.
You playing Pokemon?
Yeah. The card game.
I heard it's a fun game.
Pretty awesome.
I don't care about this guy, but I just want to see like an unboxing, like you. Yeah, it's pretty much like a just flip. I don't know. Something about the flipping to me is like, is it worth switching from Apple to Android? I don't know, but I want to try it. And the camera looks great. You know, that was the biggest thing for me is like Apple has always had the best cameras, right? But like this camera doesn't. It looks pretty good. And then the camcorder style of recording too is really cool.
It's so fun.
It also seems like a longer phone. So if you're a taller person,
yeah, it does.
Like,
look at his hands compared to
your
it.
phone. Mine is like a regular iPhone sized phone, and his has probably a good almost inch on my phone in height difference.
Yeah.
So if you're a taller person, that works better. But for me, I'm a smaller person, so I need a smaller phone, or else I wouldn't even be able. Like, I can barely even type all the way with one hand. It's hard for me to like reach all the way across the screen.
Yeah.
So.
What would you say is like? Okay, first let's talk about cons of iPhone. Do you think there are any cons of iPhone?
iPhones, no, but like MacBooks, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Heavily, yes. Because like MacBooks are so Apple only, and they're also just kind of like POSs. Can't even lie.
Yeah.
Like they just suck. They crap out way faster than most other computers. They're really incompatible with other technology, software, like cords, anything. It sucks. I can't run any of my engineering programs on it, but all my friends with their like
Windows.
Asus, like a lot of them have Asus and Razer computers, and theirs run amazing. So
yeah, I think another thing with Apple too is, especially with the phones, is like the whole like update dilemma. Like, you know, your phone low key does get. I'm not sure how much has been proven, but my phone gets slower as the years go on. You know, I could tell.
I mean, I've had a lot of different phones. My first phone was a Nokia. My phone after that was a Samsung, and then my phone after that was a different Samsung. So this is my second iPhone ever. My jacket is not even in frame anymore.
I know, that's crazy to me. I think
Like,
it's just you. Doesn't like you.
maybe it messed with it and like.
Or it could be
you'd
like
have to
just
turn it
I don't
off.
know. I really don't know.
I don't think my purple shirt would do it. I don't know. It's like my yellow
Yeah.
jacket took all the saturation from the screen and now
Yeah.
it's messing with it forever. I don't know. Anyway. Oh yeah, I've had 3 different Samsung phones. And then this is my second iPhone, but it's the exact same one I used to have
Yeah.
because my other one got crushed in a reclining couch.
Ooh.
It's like one of those electric ones.
Yeah.
So I was putting it down and I was like, sounds like there's something like fizzing in the couch. And I realized it was just my screen cracking real slow a lot. So it was still functional, surprisingly, but like one of the cameras was smashed in. So like I feel like iPhones are pretty durable.
Yeah.
Because I dropped
yeah.
I dropped my Samsung a little bit and it kind of got worse for the wear pretty quick. So I feel like an iPhone can hold on a lot longer after being damaged than a Samsung.
I think so too. I've had this phone for so long and now it has the ghost touch. But
Really?
But it's still like sometimes it ghost touches every day, but sometimes. And it's annoying. I need a new phone, but it's still fully functional and I'm broke. So, and I've dropped this thing so many times, as you can tell. The camera hasn't cracked.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
This thing
I feel like
looks horrible, but it's like works.
I think Samsung phones die faster, but Apple computers die faster, is my take.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember the whole thing too with the Androids was like, oh, like everyone said this, oh, you can't mod it and stuff like that, but like really, who's modding their phone?
A mod?
Who's really modding their phones and stuff? Well, you can't emulate on Apple too.
Modifying.
It's like now we can. Like
I modify the heck out of my phone. Look.
yeah, now they have modifications.
Well, like I mean, it's
but
not,
back in the day they didn't really have modifications.
not like that. It's not the Apple ones. I did it like all through an exterior
Oh, really?
app. But my background is, and you can show it, but like my background is stained glass, and then all my widgets are done by color, and they're all different like stained glass pictures.
How do you do that? That's cool.
It's an app, and you just like put in pictures, you find them, what you want, and then you just like put them in, and you make different widgets in different sizes. But yeah. Mine is stained glass right now. I had it as like Playboy for a long time, so each one was like different Playboy colors, like from vintage magazines and stuff. Because I think those magazines are really cool. Like I have a couple of old ones, but I found that little stained glass background, and then I found out me and Kelly have the same background.
Who's Kelly? Oh, the one who used to work here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You had your iPhone back then too?
Yes. Well, I had the same theme back then. Hey, my phone fixed the saturation though.
Nice.
But yeah.
Also, the green text. I'm not sure if I could ever go back to the green text. I mean, I probably will with that phone because I really am thinking about getting that phone. But it's like also like Apple doesn't know. Does Apple know if you read it, even though you haven't read? Like, does Apple know if you have Android?
Oh,
sure hope not.
Are you talking
no,
about, like,
you can like
when you see
read
somebody reads a
receipts.
message?
Read receipts used to not really transfer between iPhone and Samsung like that, but they do now. Because my mom used to have her read receipts off, and she has them on now, and she has a Samsung, and I can tell when she reads my stuff. But my dear sweet grandmother does not have her read receipts on, so I cannot see when she reads my stuff.
So this is a question I have. Can you make it so they can't see if you read the text what you have?
Yeah. That's literally just read receipts, bro.
I hate that. Am I the one who hates that?
You don't know how to do that?
I want to see if someone read my text.
Oh no!
Am I
like
the only one
hate,
like that?
Especially if I'm close enough with the person, I'll be like, "Hey, turn your read receipts on."
Yeah.
Because you can do it like it's not for your entire phone. It's like text by text.
Really?
Yeah. So you could just go into the text thread, and if you don't want like that specific person to know when you read it, you can just turn it off.
I know when someone has read it too, even though they haven't. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're texting back and forth, and I know I just stop texting you. But it's like they read it, or one habit I have is I'll read it, but I won't click on it. You know, I'll answer in my mind.
Yeah, it's like a super bad thing is like answering it in your head, and then 4 hours later you're like, dang, that person never responded to me, and then you're like, oh, I never responded.
Yeah. Can I see your phone, Dalton? Can I touch it?
Can I touch it? Bro, that is the first thing to get HR called on you.
Would you ever get what's it called? An iPhone again, Dalton?
Maybe. I like how their lock screens, like you can customize their lock screens a bit more. It's like putting like parts of your image over the clock. I think that's all.
This was so cool.
I like that. I've seen people that have like little critters that float around on the lock screen when
That
it's
sounds
closed.
awesome. Yeah, I like the better lock screen customization, but I've just been loving this flip phone thing, and I finally ended up getting one.
No, they're pretty dope. But like,
maybe get one.
And it comes with a case, right? I'm sure it comes with
No,
like a
it didn't. But this was like $20 on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw like I saw that they like I saw a bunch of like reviews unboxing, and it usually comes with like a case.
Oh yeah. Well, you might be looking at the Galaxy.
Maybe.
probably.
Maybe. The thing that made me get this, I've been worried about how durable that screen is. Which I mean, I haven't had any problems. I saw a fisherman. We went to Port Aransas on spring. The
Horrifying.
fisherman on the boat had one of these with no case on it, and it was crazy. Like it was like a rough dude. I shook his hands.
I feel like Apple, like I said, I dropped my phone a million times and it still works. You know, like that's the one thing about Apple. I remember Samsung a few years ago had like a big issue with people like breaking people's pockets or something like that. Like they sit down and it would bend the phone in half or something. Back when there was like a craze on how thin you can make a phone.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember people were like having the iPhone 6 bend in their pocket.
Yeah, I remember people like having an iPhone 7 in middle school, and I was thinking just like, man, like how did that's so cool. Like I had like a LG. LG.
I remember playing on my dad's iPhone 4.
I had some like not great LG because my mom had like 3 kids, so she went trying to buy like 3 iPhones.
Yeah,
so she just got, like, whatever was on the phone plan. So had the back would come off, you could probably take the battery out.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I used to do that. Yeah.
That's how my Nokia would work.
Yeah. That's how you took the SIM card out too.
I missed that little Nokia. That thing was indestructible. It was kind of like an old iPhone, like 4.
Yeah.
It was white and it had a little button on it.
Yeah, iPhone 4s were like, I feel like everybody had an iPhone 4.
Oh my god, I had this little ice cream game on my iPhone 4 or my dad's actually.
Yeah.
But he lost it and we found it again, forgot the password, locked up with the ice cream game. It's devastating. I know exactly what drawer it's sitting in at home and I ponder about it every day.
I had like the cheapest phone of all time. I only think it's search it up. No, that's not it. It was not on $700. Yeah, you can't even like. It was called like the Obsidian or something, but now there's like a new phone called Obsidian.
That sounds awesome.
By Google. How do y'all feel about the Google Pixels? Is that even it's not even an Android phone, is it?
I think it runs on Android, but I could be wrong.
I thought it ran on its own. Remember when Microsoft came out with a phone and how bad it was?
No.
I hardly remember that. I know they got like iPads and like thin computers.
Look, their phone was so bad. This is what their phone looked like back in the day.
Back in the day.
And it looked like an Xbox. Like you know, like the applications and stuff.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
And also they had a Google Pixels, yeah. Have y'all played with these phones yet ever? The Pixels?
No, I've never actually.
That's a lie. I think my uncle has one actually.
Dude, would y'all buy a Pixel or nah?
Nah.
Nah.
I feel like a lot of people get these.
I haven't actually seen anybody with one.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt. They come in cute colors.
I thought about getting one of these. I'm glad I didn't. They're trying to copy the iPhone.
iPhone's new colors are so cute though.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think the iPhone's superior.
iPhone is better, but like Samsung computers, that kind of stuff is better.
Samsung has computers?
Not Samsung. They probably do.
Find out.
But like Asus,
I have a I don't even know what I have. Acer. I have Acer. Acer laptop.
That's the one I'm always thinking of.
Samsung does have a. They have a like a. It's called a. What? Because it looks like you haven't set up any HomeKit accessories. You cannot smart. Okay. Must have been the
wind
or the Ghost Touch. What they say. Samsung has a Chromebook. Ew.
Yeah.
They also have a Samsung Galaxy Book 4.
Don't be hating on the Chromebooks though. They're pretty solid.
I will continue hating on the Chromebooks.
No, they're pretty
pretty bad.
No, they're good when they don't have a crap ton of administrative restrictions on them.
No, the Samsung computers, the old one, the Samsung Chromebooks. I hate those.
The original Chromebooks that schools were using because they're underfunded were bad and also had a lot of restrictions on them.
Yeah.
But newer Chromebooks are actually really good. I've seen like a newer Chromebook and they work really nicely.
Yeah, I used to find my way around the restrictions, you know, and like I used to emulate video games, like Super Nintendo games, and I would also like go on those websites or YouTube unrestricted, but like under some other name.
I was always on like Minecraft, what was like JAR edition.
What is that?
JAR. Do you know what I'm talking about, Dalton?
Are you talking about like the little demo where you can only play like 2 in-game Minecraft days?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me search it.
Look up Minecraft JAR.
That sounds familiar.
You're in a jar?
No. Oh no. Oh no.
Put JAR edition.
JAR edition, JAR edition, JAR edition.
Why? Did I see something bad or what?
I mean,
I can't see your screen.
do you know what the My Little Pony jar is?
No.
Then yeah, that's what's gonna come up if you just search Minecraft jar.
I don't know what to look for.
Is there nothing that says
wish I could see
Minecraft
your
jar
screen.
edition? All we have to do is plug it in. But
Minecraft. I'm gonna look at pictures.
under you.
Does this look like? I don't think this is right. Is it World in a Jar remastered?
No.
That doesn't sound right.
I remember seeing like the 2D Minecraft game. I
Must
thought it
not
was,
be around anymore.
let's see, 2D Minecraft. Oh no, you can actually play on a server Minecraft like the first like edition, like alpha.
Oh, you can play that in your browser if you search
Yeah.
Minecraft browser.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was playing that allegedly. And looked like
Allegedly.
Who alleged you? Yourself? Is it Minecraft Classic? Yeah, it is. Look. Oh, this is horrible. You just build what I mean, this computer's slow, right? But
It's also trying to run the streaming thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
All right,
probably
guys, I'll
trying
talk
to-
to y'all later. This is turned into a let's play. The lag
Minecraft Let's Play.
That die.
Oh, you're in creative. You don't have fall damage.
I don't think I can fly that on this version.
There's probably no survival mode.
It's not even a
either.
whole map. It's like,
Yeah, it's like a little spot they use.
but let's.
Oh,
let's-
hit G.
What the heck? Yeah, that's that, guys.
Dude is gonna crash the computer.
Not for real. Look at him.
What are those dudes?
They're like Steves.
Well, I know, but like clone wax Steves.
Yeah.
I'm entertained.
Well, now it's time to get into our. I wouldn't say like. Let's get into our activity. Activity is called hypothetical warfare. It's not as bad as it sounds. I just have some hypotheticals that I want to talk about, and yeah, we will not be talking about the gorilla one, because this is a warm up to
You
that.
shouldn't even talk about it.
I thought I'd mention it. Z actually has an episode planned,
my
but he's
gosh.
not here today, so what's that? But I need to find it.
Can't stop yawning.
You'll be sharing with me.
Shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yaw.
I think I have to sign into a different account.
Rank. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oops. All right, no looking at my screen. You know that. Okay, first hypothetical. Which one do I want to pick? Could a guy with one leaf blower survive against a swarm of 5,000 wasps?
5,000 wasps?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
You don't think so?
definitely not.
No way.
What if it was like the strongest leaf blower of all?
I feel like with the
Nah.
nozzle being so
It's so
thin,
projected.
you're not
He's
gonna hit
correct.
all 5,000.
You're only getting like maybe 1,000 at a time. The rest attacking you from behind, and enough like wasp venom in you. This isn't like a joke. Will like make you so nauseous and like, because it automatically makes your arm swell up when you get
Yeah.
a sting. So imagine that over your entire back.
Yeah, it's true.
And
What
they'll
if you're
fly up
running
your
though?
shirt.
What if you're running? Like,
They're fast.
There's 5,000 of them. I think you're.
I don't think leaf blower would kill him. They just like push him back and they
It would just
come
push 'em
back.
Like it may send it would send them into each other, which would probably do some damage, you know, to each other because like they're so hard. Their exoskeletons are so hard, but like that's
Okay.
only gonna kill maybe 1,000.
What if it was on reverse mode and it was sucking them into the blower?
It would get stopped up and stop working.
Yeah, eventually you'd probably suck up. I think about 1,500 wasps before it would clog.
What's that machine that goes like this? It picks stuff up.
Excavator?
Is that? Let me say. Let me search this. Excavator.
Sounds
EXCAVATOR.
I just spelled it horribly. Oh, versus wasp. I'm not sure if y'all seen this. I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't even know if it's gonna pop up. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Is this it? Hold on, I'm just gonna. Okay, it's 26 seconds long. I'm gonna show. If this is not it, then this is lame. But it looks like it's it. Guy has an excavator and doesn't go good for him. Imagine
Well,
that.
yeah, because they can go into the
How'd they
room that
know?
he's in.
He just goes like he starts going
Well,
crazy.
Wasps
how did they
remember
know?
faces. They will and they
Those are
do
huge,
hold
too.
grudges. Those are like murder hornets.
But how did they like the arm is open? How did they know he was controlling the arm? Like, you know what I mean? That's how that's smart.
They just find the thing, like they go to the base of what's attacking them. They don't really know that that is that, but they fly into it so much they find ways in, and they're like, this guy.
That's crazy to me. Yeah, I don't know how he survived that. They came into it. They came into his like dome.
Oh, in the little
Yeah, in his
spot?
little room.
That's evil.
Like it's insane.
Okay, so I guess wasps are losing. Okay, how about? Okay, this is a question. If you could only use your superpower on Walmart, what power would you choose?
A superpower in
You
Walmart?
can only use it in Walmart. You can't. You
Kind of lame.
you have no powers outside of Walmart.
If it's
She's like stealing.
yeah, low key. What else are you gonna do in Walmart? Like
I mean-
invisibility, you can walk around and pants people.
True.
Like
You gotta, yeah.
invisible the second I walk into Walmart. And I could shop in peace. Like I wouldn't have to worry about nobody coming up and talking.
No,
to
yeah,
me.
they'd
Like,
freak out because a random cart is moving.
You could be like the Walmart.
I'm
dudes.
invisible, and then therefore, by extension, my jacket is also invisible. So I'll just walk
And they
with it under
notice
my
in the
jacket.
cameras when you walk in, you just disappear.
No, I'm an anomaly. They don't notice. It's like once I enter the Walmart parking lot, because that's Walmart property.
So you're someone driving a car that just has no, like, it's just invisible man driving a car.
like once I get out, I'll park. You question this too much. You
Yeah.
question your own thing too much. You're
What about
making
you?
it not
What
fun.
about you?
I think invisibility is solid. I feel like you actually steal a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think teleportation would be easier, but then you'd only teleport like to the exit.
He'd get to the door. He would not get far.
I think you would. You just teleport because you go past the guy who checks the receipts. But it wouldn't work every time. They'd finally catch on or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to start moving Walmarts.
I think I would pick. I would like. I wouldn't say like I'll be able to like eat as much as I can without getting fat or something, but like that would only work in Walmart, so I'd have to like sneak eat stuff at Walmart. I'm
Yeah.
like kicked out before that happens. Yeah, I think the only real answer would be invisibility.
Yeah. It's like, what else?
What else can you do in Walmart? Like, what do you need to be super fast for? I mean, super speed might be cool too.
Nah,
Get shopping quick.
super speed, because, like, but I gotta stop and observe my groceries, like, you know?
I mean, teleportation would be cool too. Teleport to the aisle.
Mm.
But then, will you teleport with your basket or you?
You'd probably leave it.
I still think invisibility is the way to go.
Or psych, like, read people's minds. I mean, what would they be thinking about important there, right?
Probably groceries.
Groceries. Okay, 1,000 angry ducks versus one crocodile. Who comes out on top?
1,000 ducks versus one croc?
Yeah.
The croc.
I think the ducks will go out on top.
They can't do that much damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
like,
but
they
I
can
think,
stand on him.
yeah, I think
they could try to peck him, but like what? It's
The duck
like-
bills would honestly probably take more damage from the crocodile's skin.
that's true. I didn't think of that, but I just thought maybe the crocodile get overwhelmed.
I feel like you could take a
You'd get
mouthful of like
stressed.
20 ducks.
Yeah,
Not 20. You know what I mean?
they can do some
like
damage.
3 or 4 at a time. Ducks, not
They can,
like
hit you
to a
with
human.
a peck.
To a
Boom.
human, when they bite, it's more like they're tearing at the skin from their little like grip. It's not that they have teeth. And like geese even do have teeth, but they couldn't really do damage to a crocodile either.
They can bite the eye, get the eye out, go for the eye. Right?
They could, but like,
What can a crocodile do without its eyes? You know.
yeah.
Well, I think they act on like water vibrations quite a bit, or like if you like tap the edge of the water, they'll like come up to you.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
platypus.
So I feel like you'd be okay with that.
You seen a video of a crocodile who bites the other crocodile's leg and does a barrel, takes the crocodile's leg off.
Oh, the
and,
death
That's
roll?
called a
That's
death roll.
terrifying.
Yeah.
and then crocodile looks at the other crocodile and is like, really?
Even sharks do that actually. There's this dude that was fishing and he caught a shark and he was trying to like get the hook out of its mouth and the shark like twisted around and he just goes, "Oh, there goes my pinky." And he was not
Ugh.
kidding. There goes his pinky.
That sucks.
If you probably just look up, "Oh, there goes my pinky," it'll come up.
Oop. There goes my
It came up. I saw it in the recommended.
pinky heart. Is it this one?
It's short. It was on TikTok, so it may not come up.
Man versus shark. You won't believe who won. A man gets his pinky bit by a lemon shark. while
Oh, it's the
trying-
third one.
I lost my GD.
Yep.
pinky. Oh,
It's because it's on TikTok. You can't pull it up
what about this one?
in a.
Oh. Yeah. What about this one? Is it right?
I think so.
Damn it! Fuck! I lost my goddamn pinky. Fuck!
He just mad.
Yeah.
I'd
He
be
just
mad
goes-
too.
Oh my God.
But he's not like
Yeah, no, and like that shark did. I don't know if you saw it, but he was just sitting there going,
yeah.
rotating, like. Oh, watching it is so bad because the shark just sits there, spinning.
Fuck! I lost my god.
Ooh, he got blood over his. Ooh.
Cause like by the first twist, it's broken. By the second twist, the skin's already tearing. Third twist, it's gone. Like
I spoke crocodile.
CRO.
Oh. Crocodile. Death roll.
Alligators are known for the death roll.
Oh. Well,
I mean,
forgot the
crocs
difference.
probably do it too. Alligators are shorter and they have low suspension. They're low riders. Crocodiles got lift kits. They stand up a little bit more, and they're also longer and toothier. Their snouts are longer and thinner, and their teeth like show.
Okay.
But alligators' teeth don't really show. They have shorter and rounder snouts.
So crocodiles are more dangerous.
I would say so, yes. I think they're also faster. Because of their little lift kits. They got longer legs.
I think this is it. Look. Ooh.
Yeah.
He just looks at him. I wonder how common that is.
How common? Oh, very, very. That's
bite
their.
each other's off foot off.
Oh, it's super common.
How do they
It's
do that?
super common. It's their go-to move, especially if they're a smaller gator. Their go-to move.
Messed up though. That's your friend. That's like your buddy in a pack, and you chop his
Nah, that's your competition.
foot off. Yeah. Okay, next. The next question is: would you rather fight one horse-sized chicken or 50 chicken-sized horses?
One horse-sized chicken.
One horse-sized chicken. Wait, yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Why is that? Like, it sounds complicated though in my head when I.
No, because like
It's
they
easy.
would immediately start biting at your ankles
Yeah.
because horses do bite people
Chicken's
like
so smart.
shamelessly.
Yeah.
But one
Yeah.
horse-sized chicken, dude, chickens are so you can literally hypnotize chickens.
Really?
It's look up hypnotizing a chicken. And it'll probably, as long as it's a video of like somebody drawing a line in the dirt on the ground, it's what I mean.
Hypnotizing a chick. Yeah, I think it's it.
It should be like a short video, literally no more than a couple seconds.
Maybe the clip's a couple
Yeah,
seconds.
look.
Oh, okay.
So they draw a line in the ground. Oh yeah. You draw a line in the ground, and I like personally tried this with a chicken.
Really? You have chickens?
My boyfriend's aunt does. She's got lots of chickens.
Mm.
If you like put them on the ground and you draw a line in front of them, it like paralyzes them for whatever reason. Like they just get stuck looking at it. And I think it has something to do with the way their eyes are oriented. But I don't know how someone figured that out.
A little bit. I
But
think if anyone comes up and tries to scare it,
it did indeed work on the chicken I tried.
the chicken hypnotized.
Is that really
and then
hypnotizing
put it
though?
on its back.
I would say
I'm
so.
gonna go with. You went.
Does it move ever?
Look, you will. Yeah, I think as soon as you touch it, they sort of snap out of it.
That's funny. Y'all have any hypotheticals?
I personally don't.
Wish I had more. Do a ChatGPT. Give me hype. Do y'all have that one friend in the friend group that just like says hypotheticals all the time? You kind of get mad. Like I tell my friend, I'd be like, what would you happen if your mom was driving a bus and she crashes into this, and then it happens to your whole family, and it turns out like she never even loved you.
Yeah,
He's like-
little kids are weird.
Don't make those questions.
What?
Really, bro? Give me. a A list, ChatGPT. List. Yeah, ChatGPT, you're failing me right now.
Because you're not typing it in right.
What should I write?
You just wrote, "Give me stupid hypothetical."
And it gave me stupid. It did give me stupid hypotheticals. I thought hypothetical.
Yeah, like it's not gonna give you what you want unless you ask for what you need.
Okay.
Give me a list of stupid hypothetical
Give
questions.
me a list of. I want to say interesting. I want to say like.
Philosophical.
Oh, there we go. I don't know how to spell that.
Just hand me the keyboard.
Cool. Ooh, that's nice. Philosophical. Oh, there you go. Philosophical. Give me a list of philosophical hypothetical question. Wait, have y'all ever thought the clouds were like pictures?
No.
Or they
No.
look like it from a distance? You ever looked at clouds, but like they don't even look real.
Look pretty real to me.
I look at them all the time. I'm like, those aren't even real, dude. Like it's just like a slideshow.
What?
Doesn't it look like
you're
that?
a fish in the little rotating aquarium.
Yeah, it's how it feels sometimes. I don't want to read one of these until I read it myself.
The pre-read of approval.
It said if you could pull a lever to divert a runaway trolley and save 5 people but kill one on another track, would you do it?
This is the trolley question that Riley brought in the game about.
Really?
So in this one, you don't touch the track. You leave it as it is. It kills 5 people. But you can knowingly change it and intentionally like switch it to kill one person and save those 5 people. Or you can just stand back and do nothing.
So technically you go to prison for murder for one of them. And then the other one, potentially. And the other one, you just say nothing happened and you don't go to prison. But you kill 5 people and your morals are all messed up.
I mean, that's not really like what the question
Okay,
is.
my fault. That's where my head went to. I'd kill the one person. But like, that is a hard decision to make though.
I know, because you have to be the person to like,
Kill him.
yeah. Or you can just be like, oh no, they're gonna die.
Like, do you let fate take its?
Yeah, like it's
Or
a
the
whole thing.
yeah
What's the next one?
is. He said, if you replace every part of a ship over time, is it the same ship?
No. People talk about, like, I've heard this one too. It's not like.
Well, technically, it's named the same ship. It is the same ship, technically.
It
No,
is
technically,
the
it's
same
not the
name,
same ship,
but
it's
it is not the same
yeah.
ship. Because like,
What about cars then?
same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the same car.
No.
Not
here's
materialistically,
the
but
thing.
it's the same
If
car.
you have the body and you replace all the internal,
Yeah.
that's kind of the same car. Because a car really is just the body. The internal stuff is the guts of the car, which is separate from like the car really is the body of the car. Speaking of like an engineering kind of sense, the car is the body. So if you're switching out, if you sat there and switched out every door, that's not an original body.
Yeah.
But like if you kept the body intact, maybe just did a little sanding, repainting, like finishing, you know, like lacquer coating, and then you replace like engine, transmission, that kind of stuff, then is it the same car? No. But like more so than a ship? Because in this case, it's like if you replace every part of the ship.
Yeah.
But a car, usually you keep the body, which is like the main part of it. It's like 60% of what makes up a car.
I got one question. That's true. I got one question for Mr. on my phone for an hour. About a brain in a vat. What that means?
What?
How do you know you're not just a brain in a vat being fed experiences by a computer? What's a vat?
It's like a
VAT.
tub of liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know? I mean, I feel like I can feel everything.
Yeah, I be seeing things.
I feel like I can like.
I feel like I'm real.
Yeah, but they probably feel like they're real too.
Mm.
What if you wake up and you're like some, I don't know,
Just like
you know?
eyes and a brain in a vat.
Yeah.
That'd suck. I kind of like where I'm at.
Would you want? Would you want to know the truth, or would you rather stay here in this
I'm
world?
chilling here. Give me
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'd rather not just be like, you know.
Yeah.
I like
For
being
sure.
able to move.
When what?
I like being able to move.
Being able to move. Sorry. Like. all I know
Should
is-
someone be judged for an action based on the outcome, even if the intent was the same? For example, drinking, driving, hitting someone versus not. I don't get it. Should someone be judged for an action based on the outcome, even if the intent was the same? I thought I was gonna say even if the intent wasn't the same. Like it wasn't that.
I don't know what.
Are we
they-
talking specifically like drinking, driving?
Let's form it into that. Should someone be judged for an action based on the outcome, even if they didn't intend? That wasn't the intention.
Yes. Because, like, think about drinking and driving. Like, oh, you know, like, I didn't mean to hit anybody. Homie, you just downed like 10 tequila shots and then hopped in your Lexus.
But they gotta go home too.
Uber, train,
But what if they broke?
walk,
What if they
Yeah,
have to
Walk,
get
if
home
you're driving
bruh.
quick?
drunk,
walk,
that-
bruh.
Hey,
you're
You know what drunk stamina does? It's amazing. Walk home. I don't care. Drunk driving is literally one of the dumbest things. And it
I
stays on
agree.
your record forever.
yeah.
I, like, personally have family members
Why are you
with
looking at me
DU
like
and
that?
DWIs. Multiple family
Dalton
members
does
with
that.
either.
you're just lying.
Dalton does that.
I feel like one people in this room.
Moral luck. Oh, that's the same thing I did. Okay. Never mind. If every action is caused by prior events in biology, do we have free will? Question.
Sorry, I'm like looking at an email my teacher.
Yeah, we know. We know what you're doing, Dalton.
She wants me to print a book, bro. I have this art project. She wants to get it professionally bound in a book and printed before the 13th.
All right,
Is
start
that not
working.
crazy?
Start working.
I got that thing ordered last weekend. It won't be here before the 13th. I'm cooked.
Yeah.
She wants me to print out a mock-up of the cover and the pages, like all the pages, and bring it to the critique instead of the book.
Okay. Well,
That's gonna suck.
how are you doing the finals, by the way?
Ooh, so I have my first final tomorrow, actually, at 10:30 a.m. It's my
Ooh.
calc final.
Nice.
I'm low-key cooked, guys. Like, I'm low-key cooked. But another final, I have to code this machine to do a certain thing. And I got basically all of the code to work, and all I needed to do was make this little conveyor turn on. So I added in the one part to my code that was supposed to do that, and it like broke it and made half of it stop working. So
Fun.
and it also didn't make the conveyor turn on. So not only did it not do what it was supposed to, but it broke everything else. So that's how my finals are going. How are y'all?
Considering that I'm an art student, apart from the book I need to print, it's fairly easy. So that's nice.
Yeah, just projects for me.
Yeah, no, I've got friends that are like struggling and going through it, and I gotta like draw pictures, and it's like, well, I'm living easy here.
Yeah, I have a 12-page final paper, a coding final, and then 2 like test finals. One for applied statics, which is an engineering class, and then one for calc.
That sounds awful.
Oh yeah, it's a nightmare. This semester I had 3 engineering classes in calc. So it was pretty loaded.
Okay. If a person clone of you is made and claims your life, how do we decide who the real person is? That's a good question.
Easy. My sister asked me one of the cringiest things I've ever done. Because, like,
But it's you.
in
It
this-
could know.
does this clone... A clone? does not, and this is speaking on a scientific level, if you clone something, you're cloning the DNA. That does not clone the memories.
It's a hypothetical.
Yeah.
So it does have the memory.
Oh, he said it does.
Then you can't. There's nothing. Like, hypothetical ends.
You think so?
That's lame.
Yes.
What do you think, Dalton?
I think I'm the real one, but we're sending bro halfway across the world. I never want to see him.
Well, this is asking, like, how would people know who's the real one if the other one was trying to claim that they were
Oh.
you? That's why I said hypothetical ends if they have your memories.
I'm more concerned on how they got us mixed up, seeing as bro probably walked fresh out the clone machine. Yeah,
See,
that's a tough one.
But if this is hypothetical, then it's not clone machine. They just appear one day
You don't know
to
that.
mess up your life. Then you don't
Yeah.
know that they have the memories.
It was in the hypothetical.
Is it? Does it say that they have the memories?
No.
You said that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you were lying.
No, I didn't. What is omnipotence mean?
Omnipotence?
Omnipotent?
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means like they're conscious, right?
I mean, I feel like they would just say sentience. Sentience means consciousness.
I don't know the exact
Omnipotent?
definition.
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent, not omnipotent. Omnipotent.
Omnipotent is what it sounds
A
like.
for
to me.
effort.
Omnipotent. I promise it is
Can
omnipotent.
an omnipotent being create a rock so heavy it cannot lift it?
What are
Yes,
you talking about?
100%. So omnipotent really just means like
Oh, no.
godlike, like deity. Think godlike, unlimited power. Like, think godlike.
Yeah.
So like, could they personally make something they could not lift? 100. I feel like if they have unlimited power, then like it's kind of a loophole.
If they have unlimited power, they'd be able to lift it. Unless they reduce their power, but that'd be stupid. Sure.
Well, unlimited power doesn't mean unlimited strength.
What? Dolan, what do you think? I think that does.
Power does not equate to strength. They mean like
I think
creation and control.
he lived it. I just feel like going by definition, like
Maybe. I see what you're getting
nah,
at too,
I don't
though.
know. I'd have to see him. What if this dude looks crazy strong?
Really? If your mind could be uploaded to a digital world after death, would that person still be you?
Nope.
No,
You don't think so?
but it's my consciousness. But that's not me.
But it is you.
My consciousness does not make up me as a person. It is part of me as a person, but that does not make up all of my being. That's not me.
Okay. What do you think, Dalton?
Repeat, please. My bad.
If your mind could be uploaded to the digital
Oh
world,
yeah, I remember this one. That is not me. That's what they. That's like
you did it though. You upload yourself.
I wouldn't do that.
You did it though. Is that you?
If I did though, it's like an out of date version.
No, but like you're the one that's like you're in the cloud now. Like you're in the cloud.
There's a movie based off that, or a
That
Black
sounds
Mirror episode. No, it's a
now
movie.
you live
It's
in
a
the
movie.
internet. Going to I don't know. You work 9 to 5 on the internet as a host.
They still got me working after I'm dead.
They still got me working.
No way. That's
No.
lame.
Well, in the movie, I really wish I could remember what it's called, but it's like a subscription service to where, like, if your partner kind of wants to keep you around and, like, your consciousness and stuff, they can pay this thing and it, like, puts you in essentially that question. But if you don't pay, they
That reminds me. I haven't seen the movie you're talking about. That reminds me a little bit of a Blade Runner, where Ryan Gosling has, and then she like fades away.
I always mix up Blade Runner and Maze Runner.
They're completely different movies.
If you
Oh, it's
press
purely
a
based on the title.
button, if you press a button, you get $1 million, but someone you don't know dies. Would you do it?
Someone I don't know dies, but I get $1 million.
Yeah,
10 people
No.
losing their lives.
10 people.
that's messed up. I would do it.
That was funny.
I feel like it happens enough every day to where it's like
This guy's trying to make himself feel better.
I don't know those.
He's right
people.
though. He's right though.
If
No.
anything, it would be fate.
Whatever.
You said it's
You're
random.
the one who did
You
it.
said it's random. I know you. You're
No,
saying
No, you're the one who did it.
I'll be
I
the
mean-
one that's got money in my bank.
If I could choose the people, I'd be way happier with that.
That's worse.
What?
You're evil. That's worse.
That's crazy.
You serious?
Adolf Hitler, Osama bin
He's already
Laden.
dead. He's already dead. They're already dead.
You can't
They're
pick
already
dead
dead.
people,
You
that
can't
don't
pick.
count.
Yeah. And wait, but their minds in the cloud right now.
Isn't
No way.
like- wait? Isn't they're still? Are their minds? Wait, their minds are in the cloud right now. Is that what you
They're
said?
uploaded. Yeah.
They're watching us talk.
Maybe.
That's Mac.
You kill people you knew.
Osama bin Laden.
You don't know him.
Hitler.
Not
You don't know him.
That's,
You never
I
met
didn't
him.
say I.
He could be a good guy. You don't know. Hey, they could be good guys. I'm just saying, like,
Hitler's art wasn't even that good, man.
he could be a cool
Well, he got
guy.
rejected for a reason.
In person,
Mhm.
he might be a cool guy, but he just
Maybe if
horrible
he got
person.
accepted.
Like a horrible.
Like-
Like,
Yeah, things
morals.
might have changed.
On some real like, do y'all think if Hitler got accepted into art school, he would have crashed out the way he did?
How
Or
big
do you
was the
think it-
gap from art school rejection to?
Wasn't he doing
Alcatraz? Or not
methamphetamines? That's
Alcatraz.
why he was so
Look up.
crazy.
Auschwitz.
Look up when Adolf got rejected from art school.
If it's a big enough gap, I feel like it would have changed. But if it was like a year later, he opened Auschwitz.
Nah, he already had the plans in the
Yeah, I
back
was gonna say,
pocket.
I don't know how big the gap is.
Got what?
Rejected from art school.
19. Ooh, old. In his youth, he wanted to become a professional artist, but his dreams were ruined because he failed the entrance exam of the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. Sausage. Hitler was rejected twice by the Institute, once in 1907 and again in 1908.
Ooh, rejected twice. That definitely had something to
Now, when did he start being evil?
That was an autobiography, too.
Yeah, look up when Adolf got into politics.
1919.
That's like,
8 years.
I feel like that's enough time to like be
Get
evil.
make a campaign. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, I am scorned.
I think he
And then
definitely
you
would've,
make a campaign, you start plotting, you're like, it was because of them. They denied me into art school.
Yeah, I feel like our school might have said.
Yeah, no,
I
I
think
feel
it was cocaine he was on. He was on
Oh,
something.
he's probably on
look if you look up
crazy.
if he was on drugs.
Yeah, I said, when did Hitler do meth? It says NPR reported that this author says that it was blitzed on cocaine. No
That
opiates.
sounds-
Oh, that checks out. Like, imagine just doing a line and then
Methamphetamine,
going
too.
out and leading your march. Like,
I mean, it looked like it if you looked at his
he was
videos.
always like eyes super wide, deranged. So I feel like coke would make more sense than like methamphetamines.
Yeah.
But like, isn't it crazy how the smallest things in history could have completely changed the outcomes, and
Well,
vice versa? Like,
yeah.
think about good things that maybe happened to a person on a random day that kept them from going completely bananas.
Or some stuff we'd never know could have happened, right?
Yes, I think about that with Rosemary Kennedy. If she was born into a poorer family, we wouldn't really. She was the reason there was a big push for lobotomies to stop happening. Because Rosemary Kennedy, if you didn't know, was RFK's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And they said she was like hysterical, whatever. And they got her lobotomized in her late teenage years, I believe, or early 20s, something around that. And she is like mentally stuck at 3 and has been her whole life. And that was like a huge case that was used for pushing the end of lobotomies and lobotomization.
Okay.
So, like, if she was born into a poorer family, that wouldn't have really happened, and it probably would have gone on for several more years.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, like, on those really horrific things only really end in history when something goes so wrong it becomes notable. Like, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire is now why
Yeah.
we have this door is to remain unlocked during business hours at all times.
That's true.
Like, because they were just trying to say, like, you can't take smoke breaks, so they
Yeah.
locked all the doors
Yeah.
out. and now we have that. Like, it's crazy. Or the 9/11 to 50 Shades of Grey domino effect. I don't know if I feel like Dalton, have you ever heard of that? The 9/11 to 50 Shades of Grey pipeline?
No.
Okay, so basically, what had happened was 9/11 occurred, and Gerard Way, the leading member of My Chemical Romance, was in New York at the time and witnessed this. And like, this was such a pivotal moment for him. Like, he started writing music about tragedies in America, and that like developed into My Chemical Romance and pop punk rock like that. And then somebody like was inspired by that music and from My Chemical Romance wrote Twilight. And then the Twilight series came about. Well, 50 Shades of Grey started out as a Twilight fan fiction. So then from that, it became the full movie. So if Gerard Way, and if like 9/11 never occurred and Gerard Way didn't see that, My Chemical Romance would have never happened, which would have never caused Twilight, which would have never caused 50 Shades
Well, I'm
of Grey.
fine with all those not being a thing.
It's, well, I mean, I would have, first of all, don't say that about My Chemical Romance. You watch your tongue. You watch your mouth. Watch it.
But we have reached the end of the show today. The question we're going to leave with is, if you deserted on this is actually your question, Dalton. If you deserted, would you rather be deserted in the desert or Antarctica?
Antarctica. You can only get so naked.
It's cold, though.
You can only get so naked, though.
Yeah,
and like
white,
scorpions. Too. And I'm white. No, like there's way worse animals in
cold,
the desert.
It's just as painful burn as the hot heat.
You can layer up though. You can like clothing.
But you're deserted. What clothing you gonna get? You're deserted.
I'm attacking bears left and right.
You're not winning against a bear.
Me versus a
Maybe
bear.
A squirrel. Put it like on your hand. I don't think squirrels are hanging out in Antarctica though.
I don't think anything is. Maybe some penguins if you're lucky.
Foxes.
There you go.
But like, maybe I'd just give them a haircut.
Yeah.
I'd feel bad taking them out.
So, but that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, The Planet 100.7, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook, which is the same, The Planet 100.7.
Also on X/Twitter.
Yes, and we will catch y'all next week. Y'all have a good one at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, you have a good one.